about yesterday. I posted a video about loving ourselves and practicing self-care. And I wanted to go deeper on that because I feel like a lot of people feel guilty when they try and put themselves first. And that, like, I did when I first started practicing self-care. I felt, as a mom, I'm sure a lot of parents feel this way, just a lot of people, anybody who might be a people pleaser. And I hate that term. And I think it's because, I think I don't like it because I was a people pleaser. And it struck a nerve every time somebody called me a people pleaser. So if you're in that category, or if you have a problem with putting other people's needs before your own, and then feeling like empty and neglected and just icky and resentful because you need that attention that you give everybody else, and you need to put yourself first before you put anybody else first, even your kids, even your family. Like, there are some points where you should put your kids and your family first, but mostly you need to fill your own cup first so you can show up as your best self. You can't fill other people's cups with an empty cup. So when it comes to feeling guilty for putting yourself first, like I said yesterday, start small. Like, just start by taking a bath, or like taking 5 or 10 minutes to yourself. Like, go for a walk, find something that you love, find a hobby, find something that makes you feel good. And it doesn't matter what it is, and if you're a parent or you're a spouse, it is okay to say, spending time with my kids makes me happy. But when they're grown up, they're going to be gone, and we need to find happiness within ourselves. So if something ever were to happen, God forbid, and we are alone, we can make ourselves happy, and we don't depend on anybody else for that. So that was something I had a big problem with, was putting my happiness on other people. My cover for my phone just shut off my camera. But I used to put my happiness on other people, which is a terrible thing to do. It's not fair to other people. And then that was nice, when they couldn't make me happy, I got mad at them, or I felt like it just is it's a horrible thing to do. And it took me many, many years to figure that out, that I was doing that, and stop. And that comes along with expectations. But find a hobby that you can do that is not with your kids, not with your spouse. If they enjoy it too, that's great, but you need to do stuff for you, by yourself, so you can be happy, like, if nobody else is around. And that's something that I feel is really important, because how many of you know what makes you happy? Like, what can you do every single day if there was nobody around and you could do this? What would you do every single day and still and find joy in it? And I'm not sure how many of you have heard of Bashar. I'm sure a lot of you have. Daryl Ankham, who channels Bashar. He says there's like a 5-rule or a 5-step thing to living a happy life, and that's find something you enjoy and that brings you happiness and joy. Whatever it is, if there's more than one, pick the one that makes you the happiest. And if you have any doubt or hesitation in whatever it is, then that's not it. And do that. Do it until you no longer enjoy it or find fulfillment with it. Do it until it brings you, until it's just done. And then find something else. And keep doing that every single day. And it's hard for some people, that's why it's good to get out there and try new things. Like, I love riding a motorcycle. I love beading. Like, making things with little beads, and like I kind of have a problem with those. I like my shoes, but I can be happy wearing my shoes, but I've got to find fulfilling hobbies. Like, I love being in nature. I love going to the cemetery. I love lifting other people up and encouraging people and helping them find, I love helping people create happiness. I love lifting others up. I love loving people. But find something and do it, even just start out at 5 minutes for one day and work it up. Because if you feel guilty, you need to break free of that. And guilt, I think a lot of time is trauma. It comes from feeling like we're not worth everything that we give to other people, which is bullcrap. I wanted to cuss, but I'm not going to. It's baloney. We deserve everything that we give other people and more, because we can't attract beautiful and wonderful things if we're not vibrating at a high frequency. And in order to do that, we have to give ourselves all of that love, all of that grace, all of that patience, all of that kindness that we give other people. We need to give that to us first, and then we can give more to everybody else. So I just wanted to come back and touch on that, because guilt is a thing. And it does prevent us from doing stuff, especially as parents, especially as a spouse, we feel like it might be selfish, or we shouldn't do this or that, because we shouldn't buy a pair of shoes because our kids, we could buy them something. But I mean, if your kids are taken care of and they're happy, but you're feeling like there's something missing, then you need to give that love to you. And your kids will understand. Trust me, your spouse will understand, because when you come back a better, happier person, and when you start to love life and feel just like $1,000,000 and your vibration lifts, you're gonna lift the vibration of everybody around you. So people won't mind, and if they do, they're not meant to be around anyways. Those who matter don't mind, and those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. There you go. That is, it's very important just to love on yourself and take care of you and find your good things. So even when you have a bad day, you can communicate this to people. That is important too. Communication is very important when you're feeling a certain way, when you're feeling resentful, neglected, when you're not feeling your best. Communicate that to your people, your family, your kids. Let them know, hey, I'm really feeling a little bit neglected today, and I need to take 5 or 10 minutes for myself. So I'm gonna do that. Don't even ask permission, just do it, but communicate it. And people will understand, especially when you come back and you're like, oh, I'm so much better now. Now I can be a better mom. Now I can be a better wife. Now I can be a better husband. Now I can be a better girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse, whatever, I can be a better child. I can be a better friend. So if you have that guilt problem, just practice. Like I said, start out small. And then that guilt will start to go away, and then you'll start to feel guilty when you don't take care of yourself, because then you'll start to notice that I'm feeling awfully cranky, and I'm feeling awfully needy and resentful and whatever. So I can tell that I'm not taking care of myself the way I should. So that was what I wanted to communicate to you guys today. I hope you have make today amazing. It is Friday. I don't know what day it'll be when some of you see this, but it is a beautiful day. It's supposed to snow this weekend after I've been wearing dresses for days, and it's going to be 60 today. It's supposed to snow. Good old Pacific Northwest and our bipolar weather. But make it an amazing day. start taking care of yourself. Comment on here what you've done for yourself. Comment with your boundaries that you're setting. Let's celebrate each other. Let's celebrate our wins. Let's celebrate our self-love, man, because it's so important. Like, it is the most important thing I think anybody can practice, is loving themselves so they can lift themselves up and they can be happy and they can show up as the best person for everybody else in the world. And when we heal ourselves, we heal those around us. So I love you all. Have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon.